welcome back to Swordman Josh Gaming, and today is pre-release day for Core 2021. I was planning on doing a collector's booster box opening, but sadly my LGS, he's not getting his allocation until actual release week next week. His collector's boosters did not come in, so I went ahead and got a draft booster box. They're fun anyways. Got the 2 packages of Jumpstart thrown in. We'll go ahead and look at those. We got our BioBox promo cat dog, and he slipped something else in here behind. I don't know what it is. Let's see what we got that he slipped in behind. Scholars of the Lost Trove promo, pre-release promo. 20 June 2020, but that looks like the Jumpstart logo. So I don't know whether they were originally planning on doing a Jumpstart pre-release on the 20th of June. I didn't really keep up a whole lot with Jumpstart, or how in the world they do a pre-release, but yeah, that's a pretty nice shiny card. So yeah, we'll set these guys off to the side, but Dog Catto, I will have a collector's box opening coming later. We'll open these Jumpstarts last. I am literally, in terms of what I'm keeping in my sealed collection, I'm not buying into Jumpstart. However, from the fact of the ease of teaching somebody how to play Magic, I am going to go ahead and buy a booster box of Jumpstart, so that way I can have multiple shots of teaching somebody to play. It's within my budget to have the box sitting around and sitting open, so that's what I'm going to do with it. But we are going to open Core 2021 and see how we do. A lot of people are on about 4 Fairy, the new Teferi, and while I think he's cool, I don't see me having use for him in play. So really what I'm looking for is Uggy, because I could use Uggy in my Modern Tron decks. I don't have any copies yet, and that's one of the cards that I'm missing. So let's go down this path and see what we get. These packs open really easy. Hi, Quinny. So Quinny came to join the fray. Everybody say hi. So this may be a little more difficult for me to open these now. I may have to throw her off my desk. Yeah, these seals are weird on this. They open weird. My LGS was also nice enough. I do have 2 pre-release kits behind me, but I won't be opening those on the channel. Hop down. Because I'll be doing pre-release with my stepson. So those, I'll show any notable pulls when I open the first collector's box, but I won't be opening those live on stream. He bought one, I bought one. With social distancing, we're just going to do it by ourselves. So we'll slow roll some of these to begin with. There's the good old doggo. Most of you guys have seen all these commons. This is actually, I didn't keep up with the commons in the set, just the rares and the mythics. And not even all of those. I was very lackluster for the last 2 sets of keeping up with the spoilers because I wasn't going to have a pre-release. So this will be a good card to go into my Tetsuko deck because it has a 1 power. Good old Shocks back, Sabertooth, Dub. I dub thee. As a knight. So I wonder if Knight Tribal will be hanging around into the new set. There should still be plenty of support for it, and that turns your creatures into knights. Sacrifice a creature, you gain 1 life, and you draw a card. Witch's Cauldron. Garruk's Uprising. Burl Fist Oak. Whenever you draw a card, it gets +2/+2 until... Alright. And our first is Gadrak the Crown Scourge. This one may be fun in Commander. I don't really see it having a spot in Standard. It could possibly have a spot in Modern or in maybe in Pioneer. And I happened to open this as a pack today on Arena. We have a foil uncommon of Faith Fetters, Tranquil Grove, and if you guys haven't used it yet, the code for Arena is Play M20, I believe, if memory serves. So if you use that, you get 3 free packs. Yep. Yeah, these packaging seems really light, or really loose, and not very much glue on it. Crash through. Another doggo. Spinneret. Alchemist Gift. Run afoul. Radiant Fountain. Rousing Arsonist. Sky Scanner. A lot of these I have plenty of copies on from other sets. Palladium Mirror. Our first Sanctum. Teferi's Tutelage. And Baron. Oops, this goes over here. Baron Tolarian Archmage. Shout out to Tolarian Academy. He's here. Once he grows his hair back, this could be a fun commander card as well. Forced, and they're not even giving us tokens. Come on, WotC. Quit putting in these stupid preview cards for Arena. We all know it exists. Just give us the bloody tokens. I have a ton of tokens, but I've seen some people over on some of the YouTube groups. They're stacking multiple tokens together and making 3D tokens. So you have to have a large grouping of tokens to be able to make that happen. Lofty Denial. Cancel, good old cancel. Alchemist Gift, Stub. I'll have to go back through and really look at the commons later. Obsessive Stitcher. Draw a card, then so we got a looter. Oh yeah, this is the one that you can sacrifice it and return a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. This one could have a lot of fun to play with it. Falconeer Adept. When it attacks, create a 1/1 white bird creature token that's tapped and attacking. Very cool. It's also a human, so it'd play well with Winona. Warden of the Woods. 5/7 Vigilance. Wow. And whenever it becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you may draw 2 cards. Oh, you can't target it. It's in a spell or ability an opponent controls. There we go. Heroic Intervention. There's a great needed reprint. It was getting way up there in price. Glad to see this card in this box. Look at that gorgeous forest. I can't wait to open the collector's boosters and get these in foil. That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm actually going to set that up there. I don't consider that a basic land. And this video is going to run long because, like I said, I'm not skipping through these on this first box because I haven't seen most of these cards because I skipped spoiler season. Yep. Throwing cats around. Oh, this isn't a cat, it's a dog. This reminds me of Pack Mastiff. Garrick Blood. Short. They didn't even change the artwork from Short Sword from Dominaria. Finishing Blow. Rookie. Truffle Snout. Daybreak Charger. Mind Rot. Good old Mind Rot. Pestilence Haze. All creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn, or remove 2 loyalties counters from a planeswalker. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Shipwreck Dowser. Prowess. When it enters battlefield, return target instant or sorcery card. So this card I would find even more enticing if it was at common level, because it could go into my Flicker, Soul Herder, Pauper Commander deck. But not so much here. Our next Sanctum, the Green Sanctum. Oh, look, it's 9 lives. Not a Solemnity player. Won't be worrying about that. And a Pride Malkin. Second foil of the box. And there's the Mean Cat token. A 2/2 cat token. I think the other cat tokens in the past have been 1 Well, no, because we've had Ajani Pridemate tokens from whatever the Ajani Planeswalker was. Can't remember. I've played against it. We've had some other 2/2 cat tokens, but we've had 1/1 cat tokens also. Burn Bright. Radiant Fountain, Truffle Snout. Yeah, I think it was a big loss on that short sword of not changing the artwork and just keeping the same from Dominaria. That artwork's so old. This is a good doggo. I like this doggo a lot. We have Furious Rite. Malefic Scythe. When it enters the battlefield, put a soul counter on it. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each soul counter on it. When equipped creature dies, put a soul counter on it. Interesting. There's everybody's favorite Conspicuous Snoop that everybody wants to run with Kiki Jiki. And, wow, we are getting a lot of foils. Silver Smote Ghoul. This is another one that I think will see some play and be fun. And look at that gorgeous plains. Absolutely gorgeous. I thought that I liked the Theros lands, and while I do still like them, I think I like these better. They remind me of the Ravnica Guild Kit lands, which I do like a whole lot more than the Theros lands. I just don't have very many of them. Yeah, these packs just don't tear right. They tear weird. Normally a pack will tear down the spine. These just kind of rip to pieces down the spine. I don't know what's going on. So we'll go a little bit faster. There's Colossal Dreadmaw. Got another foil back here. Unleashed Fury. Probably a good card for a feather deck. Vryn Wingmare, downgraded from rare. I have this a couple copies of this in rare, so if I get a couple of these, it's great hate bear piece. Lore Scale Quaddle. Containment Priest, yay, this is my new hate bear for my mono white. So I had in my mono white hate pioneer deck, I was running 4 Draenith Magistrates, worrying about companions. Well, companions aren't really that much of a thing anymore. So I'll be running Containment Priest in replace of Draenith Magistrate. And there's our foil rare, one of them hopefully, Ruined Halo. I also have a foil rare copy of this from Ultimate Masters. So there's our foil rare. And a gorgeous angel. I'm trying to get him to rip down the spine because it's easier to deal with the trash that way. So we got... Oh, Containment Priest isn't even a mythic. I don't know why I put it up there except for the fact that I'm going to pull it out and put it in a deck. Goblin Wizardry. How do we think about goblins setting a new precedent of having prowess? I think it'll be interesting in that regards. Alpine Houndmaster. Our blue Sanctum. I really like the black Sanctum. Quirion Dryad. And, there's our first mythic, Grim Tutor. That's one of them that everybody loves to see. It's amazing how bad this is compared to Demonic Tutor with that one change in, that one additional mana that needs to be spent. I happen to own 3 Demonic Tutors for Commander, but Grim Tutor is playable if you're playing semi-competitive or casual Commander. Grim Tutor is a great replacement for Demonic Tutor in your decks. And I see this is going to drop dramatically in price, that Grim Tutor. I wish I could get all of this in camera here. See if I can scoot some things down here. There's our first mythic. Those gorgeous lands. And our foils. Alright, so Hubble Fiend. Ranger's Guile, another great popper card and budget magic card because it's that hexproof that does everything for you. There's another of the odd cards. There's Chandra's Magmut. So tap it and it deals 1 damage target player or planeswalker, and it's 2 mana, 2/2. That's pretty nice. I like that. I do like that. We're gonna put these alternate arts up here. Jeskai Elder. So we're back to it looks like a bunch of prowess, but I'm just curious if the prowess decks can get there outside of mono red. Havoc Jester, Seasoned Hallowblade, and I see a... Oh, we got ourselves Uggy. Uggy in the house! That's what I'm talking about. Regular art. Love it. Absolutely love it. Uggy is in the house. That's actually our first basic land from Core 21. So, can we have a duplicate Uggy? I doubt it. But wonders, I would take another Containment Priest too. I would love a duplicate Containment Priest just because I'm going to use the card. Sometimes it's not about opening value. It's about opening what you can use, which is Cauldron. Hellkite Punisher. Leafkin Avenger. Wow, that's a... Add green for each creature you control with power 4 or greater. And 7 in red, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker... to target player or planeswalker. Interesting. And we have Volcanic Servo, which I don't think will ever be played anywhere. Maybe in a casual commander deck. Because red can actually play creatures in casual commander. And not have to win on turn 2 or 3. See, they just shred. The packages just shred. Instead of opening, they shred. And it makes it very difficult if you're trying to not make a mess so your wife doesn't kill you when she gets home. Opt, great card. Can never have too many opts. There's Basri, our new planeswalker for this set. Fungal Rebirth. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. If a creature died this turn, create... So it's regrowth for 1 more mana with a possible upside. Epitaph Golem, reprint. There's our Silver Smoke Ghoul. And Sublime Epiphany. This is another card that I saw... who was it? Pleasant Kenobi, maybe? I don't remember. Somebody was playing that card, and they said it actually... There's Basri's emblem. They actually said it worked pretty good. It'll work even better once Mystical Dispute is out of the set, out of rotation. It would feel really bad to pay 6 mana for this, and then somebody pay 1 blue to Mystical Dispute it, and I'm the typical blue player that would do that. Capture Sphere, Dowsing. There's our new Llanowar elves and not Mystic Elf. Oh gosh, Elvish Mystic, right? No, I can't think of the name of Elvish Visionary. There we go, Visionary. Duh, slammed together into 1 card. Duress, good to see it back. Epitaph, Battle Rattle. Walker of the Waves, one of the bigger guys in the set, and love the artwork. Joel Rail, could be a very interesting card, and a foil Duress. There's our Goblin Wizard token, the Goblin with prowess. Hopefully, this isn't setting a precedent for goblins having a prowess. It's staying with the precedent that wizards can have prowess. That's what I'm hoping to see. I don't want to see a bunch of... Goblins as a tribe are already pretty strong. They don't need to have prowess on top of it. Opt again. Frost Breath. Pestermite. Oh, here's our white Sanctum again. I'd like to see the black Sanctum. Tormod's Crypt. Great to see that as a reprint. I was tired of having to buy them for my commander decks. Reign of Revelation, and Volcanic Salvo. Not the rare duplication you want to see. Meteorite foil. Griffin and an island. Volcanic Salvo is definitely one I never wanted to see more than one copy of. Actually, one copy was too much. Thrill of possibilities. I'm glad that they thrill. And it doesn't matter too much. There's another of the alternates. I think Thrill was going to stay in rotation anyways. But Thrill being at instant speed just makes it that much better. Invigorating Surge. Warden of the Woods. Siege Striker, a double striker for 3. Okay, it's interesting. Spore Web Weaver, another spider. Hey, look, it's our first regular planes. So yeah, I basically bought this box because I couldn't open a collector's box. Eventually I was going to have some boxes of Core 21 laying around, but hadn't planned on buying them for my LGS. I also wanted to play around with these Jumpstart packs. Opt. What's Rise Again? Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield for 5. Ouch. Unsubstantiate. Return target spell or creature to its owner's hand. This would be so much better if it was equivalent to... Oh, it's not delay. It's, is it remand? You get to draw a card on top of it? That would make it way nice. Skyway Sniper. Battle Rattle Shaman. And we have a full art Chandra Heat of the Fire Mythic. This one's a nice little card, especially in that full art. That's gorgeous, ladies and gentlemen. Never have to worry about these tap lanes ever again in my life. I have so many of them. I've given so many of them away. Yes, I give away magic cards. I get my sets. A lot of times I just pass them down to my stepson, let him take what he wants, and then have him try to give them to somebody else in his play group. Because he's younger, obviously, than I am by quite a bit. And his play groups, there's another bossery. His play group's a little different than mine is. Mine, I play at the LGS a lot. He's a little far away for the LGS. Archfiend's Vessel. Oh, yes. I would love to have a full play set of Archfiend's Vessel. This is the one that comes back as a 5/5 if you play it from your graveyard. Rain, Thrashing. Temples, not really what we wanted to see. I want to kind of track how many we get, though. A weird. I'm not happy to see the Temples back. I know it was not likely that they were going to reprint Shocks in a core set, but I would have preferred seeing something else back, personally. Goblin Wizardry. Wall of Runes is back. We have Chandra's Piling, which is another one of these alternate arts. I'm going to have to stack these guys up. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, Chandra's Piling gets +1/+0 and gets double strike until end of turn. Very interesting. Kinetic Augur. Waker of the Waves. Bossery's Lieutenant. So protection from this... excuse me. This protection from multicolored, for those of us who play Stonecoil Serpent quite a bit, it's absolutely amazing for that protection from multicolored. That has saved me in so many games, it's ridiculous. Now, the good thing about Stonecoil is you can play it on turn 1 for 1. The bad thing about Bossery is he costs 4. Tome of the Anima. Let's get down to the nuts and bolts here. Meteorite. Conclave Mentor. Another fun one. Liliana's Devotee. So the Half-Lord. And we have another Planeswalker mythic. We have Garruk Unleashed. What all does he do? Up to one target creature gets +3/+3 and gains trample until end turn. Immediately going into my Grun the Lonely King deck. Create a 3/3 green beast creature token. Then if an opponent controls more creatures than you, put a loyalty counter on it. You get an emblem with at the beginning of your end step. You may search your library for a creature card, put it on the battlefield. Very interesting. Yeah, Garruk's gonna... My Grun deck's gonna change a little bit here with Core 21. It got an Ozolith from... Ikoria, right? The Ozolith was Ikoria, so that way you don't have to play Grun for his kicker cost again. So yeah, my Grun deck, it is a lot of fun. I wouldn't call it competitive, but it always takes down one or two people with it, if not taking down the entire table, and nobody sees it coming. Well, they definitely see it coming when they have a 25 or a 40/40 trampling creature coming at them. Chrome Replicator. There's the Sanctum I wanted to see, Sanctum of Stone Fangs. The only problem, going back to Grun for a second, the only problem I've had with Grun is if I play against a table that has indestructible gods at it. So here's Bossry's Solidarity of the alternate art. Very nice. Shacklegeist. And that's it. So yeah, Grun, if you're playing at a table... Do these have a... No, they don't. Grun, if you're playing at a table and somebody gets one of the indestructible gods out. Was playing Shadow Spear in there to take care of that problem. However, I'm playing more 60-card formats than Commander, so I had to pull that Shadow Spear out for a Pioneer deck. Crypt Lurker, I think I haven't seen him yet. Sky Scanner. Spellgorger weird again. Griffin Eerie. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, create a 2/2 white Griffin token with flying. Very nice. Riddle Form. Kinetic Augur. Speaker of the Heavens. 1/1 Vigilance lifelink for a white, and tap it, create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying. Activate this ability only if you have 7 life more than your starting life total, and only any time you could cast a sorcery. Okay. That could, I see that easily slotted into many Commander decks. Frantic Inventory. Village Rites. Duress. Sometimes I just catch an artwork that I don't think I've seen. Counter target instant or sorcery spell unless its controller pays 3. Doesn't hit Planeswalkers. I prefer, oh gosh, was it Spell Pierce? Because it'll hit a Planeswalker. It's any non-creature spell. Watcher of the Spheres. This one's going to be great 2/2 flyer and Azorius Flyers. Tolarian Kraken. Tolarian Community College. Getting a lot of callouts here. Whenever you draw a card, you may pay 1. When you do, you may tap or untap target creature. Okay. Ruined Halo. That gives me a full playset of Ruined Halo. Between Ultimate Masters and Commander 21. Tavern Swindler. Pay 3 life, flip a coin. If you win the flip, you gain 6 life. Interesting. Trader's Greed. Twin Blade Assassin. Oh, Temple of Epiphany. There's the gorgeous Cultivate. Slotted into rare for this particular card. Absolutely gorgeous. I don't think that counts as a... Well, it's in a foil slot. We're going to set that up there. But did that... Yeah, we got 3 uncommons. I wonder if this counts as the foil slot for this pack. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to put it up here with these mythics. So I can't believe we've already opened 4 mythics. The only mythic that I think that we're missing that's a value card is 4 fairy. And we still have another whole stack to go. So I'll try to speed this up a little bit. Tempered Veteran, great mana sink. Enthralling Hold, Wildwood Scourge, Thieves Guild Enforcer, a 1/1 flasher. When it enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent mills 2 cards. As long as an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard, Thieves Guild Enforcers gets +2/+1 and has Death Touch. I wonder if this would work in a Tiny Bones deck. Except that's mill, not discard. Tiny Bones really wants you to discard from your hand. Never mind. That won't work. Unless if you just want a 3/2 Death Toucher for... Because Tiny Bones is going to get everybody's graveyard that big easily. Bossery's Acolyte. Vernal Rewind. Nice to see Rewind back. Seasoned Hollow Blade. Discard a card. Tap Season's Hollow Blade. It gains indestructible so it can protect itself. Dire Fleet Warmonger. And there's a 3rd temple. I think I have a full playset of all of the temples in my collection already. So these temples, just like on Arena, if I opened a temple on Arena, I wouldn't be really happy because I believe I have almost a full playset of all the temples on Arena too. So the duplication on Arena, hopefully they figure out what to do about that. Rambunctious Mutt. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls for 5 mana. Wow. Don't know that I'd want to be playing that. He's not that rambunctious at 5 mana. Unsubstantiate, Tolarian Kraken, Bossery Solidarity, and Karev the Spiteful. All creatures get -1/-1. At least it doesn't kill himself. Good against a token deck. I can see him with sideboard play, but that's about it. I don't see him as a commander. I don't know quite where I would sit with him. Nice to have him in the collection, though. Light of Promise. Whenever you gain life... Oh, so this is the one that you can put on Walking Ballista. Soul Seer. Angelic Ascension. Exile a target creature or planeswalker's controller creates a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying. I can see this being used both offensively and defensively. I like it. Subira. This card's going to be fun to build around too, to build a fun commander deck. And look at the gorgeous, gorgeous island. I love it. And a 4/4 construct. I wonder what makes the 4/4 constructs. That is a gorgeous island. I love the lands in this cycle. I just can't get over how gorgeous they are. And more than likely, everybody else is going to see the same exact thing, and these islands are going to just spike in value because of it, even with this being a core set and probably being printed into oblivion. Teferi's Tutelage. Tempered Veteran. Bolt Hound. Tide Skimmer. I don't think that's a uncommon we've seen. Whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures with flying, draw a card. Very nice. Fabled Passage. I do have my full playsets of Fabled Passage. This does nothing for me except give me more copies. I actually have the full art foil from the Throne of Eldraine collector's boxes, which that will probably be tanking in value soon because you'll probably be able to get the same exact card in an M21 collector's box. Tormod's Crypt. I see a foil back there. Indulging Patrician. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, each opponent loses 3 life. Love it. Seasoned Hollowblade. Too bad it doesn't stack and keep going. And we have Niambi. Nice to see Niambi come into play. Rugged Highland Foil. Gorgeous Swamp again. So I didn't expect to get too many of these alternate art cards out of a draft booster. But the commons and the uncommons are pretty nice to get. I don't know how I'm doing value-wise for this booster box, but it's nice to see these cards. Forgotten Sentinel enters the battlefield tapped. Why would you want a 4/3 for 4 that enters the battlefield tapped? Experimental Overload. Create an XX... Oh, this is the one that creates the weird token. Where X is the number of instant or sorcery cards in your graveyard, then you may return an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, okay. Gormand. Wildwood Scourge. So Hydra's getting some love. And the Baneslayer Angel. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is our 5th mythic for the box. And we do have some packs left here, and I have a mess over here beside me. Yeah, these first box openings always go really slow. Sorry for that, guys. Opt. And of course, I want to see if I can see how many of the alternates I have to place. The alternates, so I have to look at every single card. Slywade Sniper. Sanctum of Shattered Heights. There's our first red Sanctum. Heartfire Immolator. Rodha Heart of Keld. Alright, Quinny, you're going to have to jump down. I'll be with you in a second. I don't know, is this Rodha a reprint or is this a new Rodha? Look at top card of your library anytime you may pull the land cards. I think that's a new Rodha. Lost. Fur of the Bitten. Each combat if able. Alright, bad deal. You draw 2 cards and each opponent discards 2 cards. Each player loses 2 life. Okay. I think that's a good deal except for the mana cost. Enthralling Hold. You can't choose an untapped creature as the spell's target as you cast it. You control enchanted creature. Okay. Fierce Empath. Transmorgify. And look at that gorgeous foil mountain. Wowzer. I'll have to remember where I put those jumpstart packs here in a second. Hopefully they're not buried underneath all of these trash beside me. Opt. I definitely got a full play set of Ops at this point. Skeleton Archer. Bad deal again. Canopy Stalker. Faith Fetters. And da-da-da! We got a duplicate of Kariev the Spiteful. Burn Bright as a foil. Get these stupid arena cards out of here. Everybody hates them. WotC needs to quit printing them. I'm not expecting another mythic, but we got Grim, Uggy, Chandra, Garrick, and a Baneslayer Angel, and then that rare Cultivate. So right now, I'm not complaining if I don't get another mythic, but of course I'll always take one. Invigorating Surge. Even Gaggle Master. When even Gaggle at the end of the battlefield, you gain 2 life for each creature you control with flying. Alrighty. Carrion Grub. That's a new one too. Carrion Grub gets +X/+0, where X is the greatest power among creature cards in your graveyard. When it enters the battlefield, mill 4 cards. Liliana Standard Bearer alternate art. Very nice. I wonder if you're guaranteed an alternate art card in the rare slot somewhere in the box. Hop down. 4 packs left, and then we'll open these jump starts. For those of you that have stuck with this video, hopefully the jump starts have something spicy in them. I'm just not going to buy into the product. Kite Sail Freebooter, great card. I actually made a Budget Pioneer deck that runs 3 or 4 copies of this. Go back and look at that video. Chrome, here's what makes ourselves the 4/4 colorless constructs. Volcanic Geyser. See the Truth. Is that basically... And if the spell's cast from anywhere else, draw... Yeah, so See the Truth is... I could see the Truth, the... the Lotus Breach decks. I can see the Truth trying to find its way in there. There's our regular Cultivate. Light of Promise. Fierce Empath. Da-da-da. Idol of Endurance. A worse Lurrus. Well, maybe a better Lurrus now that Lurrus has been nerfed. Lofty Denial Foil. 2 packs left, and then on to the Jumpstart. Welcome to whoever joined. We're going to be opening a couple packages of Jumpstart here in a second. Goblin Wizardry. Let's see here. We're right here. Falconer Adept. Our Black Sanctum again. Bolt Hound. A duplicate copy of 9 Lives. And there's our second foil, Sad Robot. I have actually found myself always cutting Sad Robot. He's one of my first cuts from almost all of my EDH decks at this point. Most people would consider him a staple. I've found myself cutting him more often than not. Last pack. Let's see if we can end on a Mythic. Indulging Patrician, Thrashing Brontodon, Teferi's Tutelage, a duplicate, so we ended on the same exact card we started with, Gedrak. So I don't necessarily like the duplication I saw in these packs, but so we got 3 duplicate rares, but we didn't do too bad in the Mythic slot. So let's open these guys up. So if you guys haven't been following, Jumpstart is meant, and I compared these to the free Teach Magic. Wow, these are a whole lot harder to open. The free Teach Magic booster, the little 40 card decks that you can get from your LGS, Devilish. I compared them to that in a Facebook group I'm part of, and some people seem to agree to it. So I just don't see where the value of this is for keeping it sealed in the product. And I definitely don't see with these price spikes with them. And we have Predatory. Because when you look at the number of decks that they produced for this product, and the number of hit cards you can possibly get within them, it's a very small chance, maybe 1 per box of getting a hit card, I'm guessing, of a whole box. So, this is Devilish. We got Zurzoth Chaos Rider. Whenever an opponent draws their first card each turn, if it's not their turn, you create a 1/1 red devil creature token. When this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. When 1 or more devils you control attack 1 or more players, you and those players each draw a card, then discard a card at random. That sounds interesting, to be honest. Trader's Greed, Dance with Devils, Chain Brute, Spiteful Prankster, Havoc Jester. So these are your commons back here. Forged Devil, Heartfire, Thriving Bluff, Torch Fiend. There's your special mountain for the devil. The devil mountain's pretty cool. And then regular mountains. Alright, so that's a pretty cool card. At least in terms of what red can do. And let's see what we get with Predatory. I just ripped the pull tab, so we'll open this the old-fashioned way. I don't remember if Predatory has a chance of any of the cards that are worth value or not. So here's the Predatory one. So I'm curious what we have Thragtusk. In a battlefield gain 1 life. So this one's a lot of times played in mono green Tron. Fungal Rebirth. Sumberwald Stag. Dies create Brindle Shout, Irresistible Prey, Truffle Snout, Sabertooth Mauler, Crushing Canopy, Drawn Treader Elk, Marauder's Axe, Thriving Grove, Time to Feed, Ginger Brute, he's back! There's our special forest card. So it looks like a bunch of praying mantises with a deer in the middle of it. And the rest of it. So the idea of this is you take these two decks, you'd slam them together, and then you'd have a 40 card deck and you play with somebody else who does the same exact thing. That's the principle behind Jumpstart. So if you like what you saw, leave a like, a comment, a subscribe. I need to find my mouse so that way I can end this stream in a second. So yeah, in case you're curious, look at this mess over here. It's just horrid. Next Friday, I'll open a collector's booster when I finally get it from my LGS. So hit the bell notification so you know when I stream that. And as always, may Keep Calm Kitty be with you. You all have a great pre-release weekend.